to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bobcats offense comes onto the field first today. Brad Jackson, he's trying to bust that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Reading the option, it's Jackson. They come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Jackson going to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Puts it out of the air. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for...
There's a crease. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The option, the keeper. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Floats it out in space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go right back to him. Maybe a crease. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. At the 40, there he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the ground, it's Burgess. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man, it's battle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete, and they'll knock him down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
They're gonna run it to the right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Bobcats. Great job by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Ford International comes out to start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Burke. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Go, go.
Jackson will throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Ready, go.
To the air on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half. Their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With the lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the back. On the option. Keeps it on first down. Got room to work. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Using his feet. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bobcats are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Sparks. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jenkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. Got a little grass. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The give to the left. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. FIU will line up to punt. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Rides the option, he keeps it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Stepping to the right. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida International. Took it all the way back to the house. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Switch it. Go.
He'll run it again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Nice move there. Continues to fight for yards. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Caught. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still...
Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, going to the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burgess. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Jenkins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He goes right back to the air. Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know that
Snags it, and there's running room. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
Back to pass. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Right.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go, go.
The give on the option. Here's a little room there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Ready, go.
They're going to ride this running back. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.